Welcome, everyone. Sit, relax. Welcome to Make Your Day Richer. I, of course, am your host, Jerry Springer. My guest, Dr. Momoko Uno, came to the U.S. in 1997 with just 2 suitcases after medical school and built an incredible life. Her first book, 14 Days, was written after a near-death experience during quarantine when her mother passed away. She's since written a powerful fiction novel titled Bringing Sunshine Back to Mind, and later this year we'll see her science fiction comedy about aliens and a metaphysical fantasy. Momoko believes laughter is medicine and that sharing stories connects us all. So if that sounds like a good show to you, click the like button, click the share button, and let's start the show.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me on your show.
I'm so excited to talk to you because there was so much when I was reading about you that I was like, oh my God, I love this. I love that she uses laughter as medicine. I love that she's been writing her entire life. I love that you use writing to really for health benefits, and that's so important. So I want to start with kind of the writing part because you've been writing since high school.
Well, I learned how to write when I was 2, probably like most people did. Yes, with a crayon. And then actually writing stories, yes, around high school. Not very good. A lot of C's. Didn't do great, but I just really liked it a lot, and I just kept writing. And only it's 2 years ago that I published my first book. So
what did you love about writing? Like, what drew you to it and then to keep going even though you were getting C's?
It was a way that I could keep rewriting until I felt like I could say what I wanted to say clearly. Like, I think it's challenging speaking because I think I personally feel like I can be funnier in writing because I can just keep tweaking it until it sounds better. But I just find that my jokes in person don't land as well.
So are you a texter or are you a phone call person?
I prefer texting.
Yeah, I figured.
I can do phone calls. Yes, but originally when texting first became available, I was quite annoyed about people texting me. It was funny. It's like this weird transition I think we all went through. And like, why are you texting me? And now it's like, why are you calling me?
Yes. Yeah. I love when I see those things that like when we used to pay for ringtones and now we don't even have our phones on, like they're silenced at all times. Like that seems ridiculous now.
Yes. It's so funny, the technology and how that's changed, right?
It's
and
so
how
true.
And texting, we remember when we were paying for every single text and we had to, oh my God, I'm down to my last word. I can't text anymore.
And when you would call people, you only had so many minutes as well during your, And
it was horrifying when you figured out that you went over by an hour and it was a ridiculous amount of money you had to pay.
Yes, so scary.
Very frightening.
So what took you so long then to publish your first book?
It's a good question. I think I was just scared. Just nervous. You know, it's a scary world out there putting out books because people are not everybody's so nice. Of course, most people are nice, but I've met people who they just write whatever they feel like, you know, like reviews. It can be scathing. And I knew that going in that I would probably get slammed, and I have been. And so I've developed a really thick skin, but it took me a while to grow a thicker skin, I think.
How long did it take? Is your memoir your first book?
That's correct. Yeah, that came out in 2023, I think.
Okay. Oh, wow. So both of these are so new.
Yeah, then my second one, which is a fiction, came out just 2024, last year.
Oh my gosh. So now you're on a roll.
I am on a roll, and hopefully I have another one coming out. I'm shopping around for publishers right now, and then I've got another one hopefully coming out after that too. So I'm cleaning out my writing closet.
I love that. I want to talk about bringing sunshine back to my mind. I love that title. Thanks. Where did that come from?
I'm not sure. It just popped into my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a great title.
Thank you. But Sunshine is the name of this character. Her name's Sachi, but the name of her inner child, and she suffers from trauma, and it's about psychological integration. So Sunshine is her inner child, and it's about bringing her inner child back into her psyche.
Oh, and so you've written fiction, you've written nonfiction, your memoir. What is there one that you love more than the other, or is it just the process of writing?
I like both. They're just different forms of communication, and hopefully I'll do more. My next 2 books are fiction, and hopefully I'll do nonfiction again at some point too. I'd like to write something, in my field, because I'm a doctor, and I feel like I would like to write something in the medical field. I feel like I have at least some things that I'd like to share about medicine, but my next few books, it's got nothing to do with medicine. So.
Do you love that, like, you can write kind of about whatever you want, like the freedom of being able to make things up or tell your truth?
Both, actually.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm writing a book about aliens. It's a comedy. It's a science fiction, and just the fact that I'm just writing about just it's bananas, right? Just complete utter chaos and ridiculousness, and it's just really fun to just make up random things. Like that part I love, and then I also like trying to be authentic and communicate thoughts and feelings that other people, I hope, can relate to. Once in a while, I'll get a review saying, "I don't know what this woman was talking about." Oh well,
then the book's not for you.
No, it's not. You can't write. You can't please everyone, right? It's not possible. Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by authors who write fiction, because to me it seems like, because your mind can go anywhere and your characters can be anything and do anything, how do you organize all of that and come up with it and go, okay, that's enough. I can't add any more to that character, or this location, or like, how do you wrap your head around all of that in a fictional world?
I think you just push it to the edge. You push it until you can't push it anymore, basically. And then you push it a little bit more. And then you feel like I push it until I feel like I'm no longer adding to the story. Like if it's just going in towards into a place where nobody cares about it anymore, because I'm talking about what their fingernails look like. Well, some random fact that doesn't make any sense or add to the story, then I know I've gone too far.
Can you talk a little bit about the health benefits of writing and what you have felt, how it's made your life better?
So I think especially in my memoir, it was about my mother's passing. I spent 2 weeks in hotel quarantine in Australia. It was like solitary confinement. And that was a very cathartic process for me. I try to throw in as many jokes as possible, because it's, I'm writing about, death, and which is pretty challenging to write about. So I think that it was helpful for me to think about humorous things and to bring light into the darkness. So from that perspective, I think it was healing for me.
Yeah. Have you always been funny? Have you always enjoyed comedy? Have you always loved laughing?
Yeah, I have, even as a child. So I was born and raised in Australia to Japanese parents. But Japan has a really strong comedy scene. And I grew up watching a lot of Japanese comedy. It's really wacky. And I think I must have absorbed some of that wackiness. Yeah.
Are you still taking it in? Who are you watching? What are you watching now, or who are you watching?
In terms of comedy,
who makes you laugh?
I like stand-up a lot. The person that I saw actually in live was a comedian named Ismo. I don't know if you know him. He's really great. He just talks about life and some of these odd observations. I think he's from Finland. And so he talks about all the weird American cultural things that we don't really think about. You know, and it's like, oh, you know, because you just kind of speak the language and you know it so well, but as a foreigner learning the language, how difficult English is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love going to stand-up comedy, and I just went to see Bo Bishop 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's a really funny comedian. Do you ever intertwine your work as a doctor with writing or the arts or comedy with those two worlds ever collide?
In my practice, you mean?
Yeah.
When it's appropriate, I will try to get my patient to laugh. Of course, I have to be really careful when I do it, because you know what I mean, because otherwise it just doesn't land right. It's not good. But yes, whenever I see that there's a little opportunity, I'll throw in a joke, because I do feel from an energetic perspective, if you laugh, if you've got stuck energy, it's going to move it. It's one of the best ways to get energy that's stuck to come to the surface or move out of your body.
Yeah. Would you ever want to try stand up? Would you ever take comedy classes?
Yeah, I really thought about it, but I'm really chicken. I think I would freeze. I don't think I would do. I think I really belong on paper. I think that's really my medium. But I would love to do it. Stand up, improv, all that stuff. I love it. But I have a friend who's a comedian, and he said no. He said he was terrified. He did it for more than 10 years. Terrified every time before getting onto stage.
Oh.
I was like, okay. He goes, you'd be fine. He goes, it's normal. You should feel terrified. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna like do something in my pants. Like,
yeah. There's a fine line there where it can get tricky. Yeah.
Yes. Like, I don't think I'd make it onto the stage. Like, I'd be in the bathroom.
You could do it from the bathroom.
Just the mic in the bathroom.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If there's someone who I want like a way that people can maybe integrate writing into their everyday lives now to make it better. Can you give someone like maybe a prompt or something that they could use today?
Yeah, I think one of the best things, so I study psychology, and one of the things that I found very helpful in terms of writing was that if you have a difficult situation or a relationship with somebody and there's something that you really want to tell them, but you really can't say it to them because, you know, we have boundaries, but the emotions to get stuck in us, right? You write them a letter and don't send it. I think it's cathartic. It's very, very therapeutic, because we can't control our emotions or our thoughts. When we get triggered in a situation, we have all these different reactions that we have, and socially speaking, we're not permitted to share most of them. But you can get really pissed off with a pen.
That's gonna be the title of this episode. Get pissed off with a pen. Yes. Yeah. What's the best way that people can connect with you?
On my website, momokowrites.com. Yeah, or medical stuff is omniwellnessnyc.com.
Good. What do you love most about your life right now?
My life? I think writing. I do really enjoy the writing part the most. And I also have a socially unacceptable amount of cats.
How many?
I have 6 cats.
Oh.
Yes, that's quite a lot.
All inside?
Yes, they're all inside. Yes.
Okay. I had 2. 2 was my max.
Yes, that should be. That's a socially acceptable amount of cats to have. Any more is not. Yes.
Well, then once you had 3, it was like, well, what's the difference?
It doesn't matter. Once you hit 3, you've gone over the, that's the edge already. 3. Yeah.
Do they all get along?
No.
Oh.
No, they don't.
It's quiet. I'm shocked at how quiet it is right now.
They're actually quiet most of the time. And then sometimes they're not. And when it's not, and they all start fighting, it's very loud.
What are their names?
What are all the 6 cats' names?
Yeah, I want all 6 cats' names.
Okay. So I'll give you in the order that they arrived to my house. There's Miku. Miku's a Siamese. Then we have Zuko. He's this little Sphinx mix. I don't know exactly what he is. And then we got, I think we got Wubsy. And then he's like a mackerel-looking cat. And then we got Gigi after that. And then we got Haku. Haku's very, very cute. He looks like a cross between an owl and a teddy bear.
Oh, cute.
Yes. And then we have Tiki. Tiki is also known as Psycho Kitty. She's had a lot of trauma in her life, and you can just see her eyes just change eventually. And you just don't know if that one little extra pet is going to be lethal.
Yeah. I hear you. I understand. And none of them love the camera. I had one cat who every interview I did, she would be in front of the camera staring at it. So it was never me, it was her. And then I had one cat who loved to be held during every single interview. So I have many interviews where I'm just holding this cat because she wouldn't do anything else.
That's so cute.
Yeah, they're cute. People don't realize that like they have personalities. Everybody thinks cats are like antisocial and they're all mean, but they're great pets.
Cats are amazing. I have a couple of dogs too. They're just very, very different. Cats are they're incredibly friendly. Yeah. And all my cats are very friendly. They're like humans, all of them. Once they get to know you. They're
right.
Not strangers.
After 3 years, they're helpful, but just only pet them until you have to figure out when they don't tell you. You have to figure out when enough is enough, otherwise it's too late.
Yes. I have 17 seconds for Tiki. The others can take a little bit more.
You just have to know them. Yes,
exactly. Yes.
Yes. It's been a pleasure having you here. Come back anytime. You're fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. She has 2 books, 14 Days, a memoir of love, loss, and quarantine hell, and then Bringing Sunshine Back to My Mind. So go check those out. They're available wherever you get books, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, anytime. We'll take a break and be right back after this. Don't go away. Life is difficult. Are you feeling overwhelmed or like you could use a little support for your mental well-being? Visit the Help Hub. It's the most comprehensive and inclusive free online destination for mental health resources, helpful tools, crisis hotlines, and supportive content. Just go to thehelphub.co to find the resources you need when you need them most. Unlike other resource pages, the Help Hub is divided into 16 different categories, ensuring that everyone in every community has access to the resources and support that matches their unique needs. Find the help you're looking for at thehelphub.co. Welcome back, everyone. There's a new episode of Gorilla HR, the podcast, hosted by the lovely and talented and smart Becky Droz. Gorilla HR, Human Resources. So if you're an employee or an employer, you should be listening to this podcast. It's available wherever you get podcasts. It's out now. Take a look.
What are the things that somebody should be asking if they're looking to hire a virtual assistant?
I think right off the bat, most people are going to want to ask about pricing. That's going to be, most people's first question is going to be pricing. But I think right off the bat, you should probably ask what all your virtual assistant that you're considering working with, what all they do, what is in their wheelhouse, because they are not a one size fits all helper, I guess you would say. And a lot of us offer things. Some of us, some others don't. Some of us answer the phone. Some of us can't do that. Some of us do bookkeeping. Some of us can't do that. So I think really just finding out what the virtual assistant that you're inquiring with actually offers and what her skill set or his skill set is. That's one of the things that I would want to find out right from the beginning.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, because I can certainly see how there would be a lot of variation in what one individual or one organization can offer compared to the next. So it makes perfect sense to say what are the things that you do when you do well versus, just throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. Yeah.
You can learn more about Becky and everything she does over there at Gorilla HR at gorilla-hr.com. And if you'd like some help with your podcast, send me an email at makeyourdayricher@gmail.com and we can help you with that. Hope you all had a great weekend. I had I didn't have a baby shower. I went to a baby shower at the Duke Mansion yesterday in Charlotte. It was beautiful, beautiful. Alex and Jessica, congratulations. I'm very excited to meet the baby. And what else did I do? Oh, I went to an estate sale and bought an old Victrola from like early 1900s. It still works. No electricity. You just crank it and use very heavy records, vinyl records, like actual vinyl records. And you can't, what I found out, is use modern records. It'll ruin both the record and the Victrola. So now we start every morning with music from the roaring 20s. It's kind of fun. And what else? Oh, and a grandmother clock. different than a grandfather clock. Did you know? I didn't even know a grandmother clock existed until I bought one. Smaller than a grandfather clock. I don't know who comes up with these names. Anyway, that was my weekend. It was fun. And it went by very fast. Here we are back on Monday already. And I have a therapy appointment in a couple hours, which I'm excited about. Love my therapist. Love going to therapy. Highly recommend it to everybody out there. Even if you think you don't need to go to therapy, you should. And that's it. So go have a great day. Go make your day richer. Go make somebody else's day richer. You've made mine by watching this show, and I love you for it. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Bye-bye.